Hey guys, how you doing? This is the Mad Chief here, and we finally have Halo Infinite. It is not the final release of the game, but it is the first flight for the eventually free-to-play multiplayer. And so, I'm going to be reviewing that today for you. I'm going to do my best to keep this as brief as possible, but I'm going to go ahead and go through my basic thoughts right now. So, needless to say, this has been many years in the making, and while the start of the flight, if you have been following its progress, has been a little bit bumpy, but I have to say, I am absolutely loving this, loving Halo Infinite multiplayer. It is such a great experience, in my honest opinion. And I mean, personally, I'm one who, you know, I really liked Halo 3 multiplayer. Wasn't quite as big of a fan of number 4. I personally liked Halo 5 multiplayer. Um, and I think the features that are in Halo Infinite and the way it's done, it is a really good combination of kind of like a Halo 3 era multiplayer mixed together with some more modern um, uh, Halo 5 mechanics. But at the same time, there are certain Halo 5 mechanics that are not present here in Halo Infinite, which I know a lot of people will be happy about. And, you know, frankly, I think that 343 did a great job with mixing form, function, and aesthetics here in the Halo Infinite multiplayer. Um, I've just found myself to be a real big fan of it. Now, this multiplayer, this Halo Infinite flight is the first flight that Halo Infinite has received. Uh, Period. Ever. Um, this specific one, it is teams of live players that are fighting against teams of bots. So, what 343 wanted to do this time was make it so that matches were only fought between live people, actual players, and bots, because that would make for double the amount of matches being hosted versus if it was uh, actual players fighting against other actual players. So this way, since it's players versus bots, that makes it so that for every single team of players, they have their own match hosted, and that doubles the potential server capacity that they have to host, which helps them to essentially majorly stress test the Halo Infinite servers, which, considering how rocky things were to start with, is definitely a good direction to go in for them, and they've said they've definitely been getting some great data. So that being said, I mean, as far as the way the game looks, it's I mean, graphic wise, I think the graphics look absolutely astounding in my opinion. Um, they are night and day better than, you know, any of the original Halo trilogy. Um, and I mean, frankly, I think I think they have a major improvement over Halo 5 even. I mean, I thought Halo 5 graphics looked good, but they it's kind of hard to explain, but the Halo 5 graphics just seemed to be a little bit more on the cartoony side. I mean, they're still good, but these Halo Infinite seems to be a lot more realistic, not quite so cartoony, but it just looks like very high quality. Definitely, if you can, go ahead and watch this video right here in 4K, just so you can get the best graphics quality for it. Um, But even with that, this flight that you are seeing right now, the gameplay you're seeing, this is the 343 has said that this is not the latest multiplayer build that they even have. They've said that this multiplayer build is actually from several months ago. So, and there's multiple reasons that they wouldn't be giving us the latest multiplayer build, but that goes to reason that if you look at how good this looks right here, and I think it looks phenomenal, it goes to reason that it's going to look even better when they come out with the final build upon release of the game, which we still don't know the exact date that it's going to be released. But yeah, in my opinion, from what I've seen, from the user experience, this is shaping up to be a phenomenal Halo experience that is going to define Halo for generations to come, and is going to bring in new players, so many new players. I mean, frankly, the weapons. I think they did a fantastic job on the weapons, with the weapon evolutions, from everything to the gravity hammer, to some of the weapons that they showcased in the E3 2020 campaign demo. They just feel and sound amazing. They look amazing. Oh, and that's another thing. All of my complaints about the original campaign reveal from E3 2020, all of my graphical complaints of how a lot of things just looked like plastic and unrefined, and it really didn't look that great. And I know there's a lot of people in the Halo community that felt the same way I did. This multiplayer flight, I had none of those issues. As far as I can see, all of that has been 100% addressed by 343, and it was fantabulous. I will say that while I don't specifically point them out in the video, there were a few graphical glitches I noticed. I'm not sure I would say necessarily glitches, but there were a few environmental textures that I was able to find that were unfinished, or were slightly missing. But again, this is not the latest build of the game, and there was only a few that I was even able to find. So I have complete confidence that once we get to the latest build of the game, that all those texture issues that I did see will be completely taken care of. Not a problem anymore. Now, I have completely ran this on PC. I have not tried running it on Xbox at all. Well, I only got an invite for PC. But from what I have seen from 343, from the gameplay that I have seen from them, this is actually Halo Infinite multiplayer, which is obviously going to go for all of Halo Infinite, is actually really well optimized to run on Xbox One, the original version, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and PC. So they have really done a good job at optimizing this for all platforms. I personally am running this completely on PC, like I said. I have an RTX 3070, so I have things pretty well maxed out, and even with my maxed out settings, I'm easily getting anywhere from 70 to 90 frames per second, easy. And like I said, I have everything absolutely maxed out. If I went and I tweaked some settings, lowered a few things, or I could easily get this on my 3070 up to 140 FPS. I am absolutely sure of, and that is definitely pretty impressive. that being said, a good thing to keep in mind is that this is still a technical preview. So, and as I mentioned earlier, this is something that 343. This is a build of the game that is from a few months ago, at least. So that being said, I have full confidence that when the final build comes out, that the performance that we're seeing now across the board is going to be improved, because 343 will have obviously had the latest build we get will have obviously had multiple months of work done to further improve the optimization of the game at its core, to just make it run even better across Xbox One, Xbox Series X and X, Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. I think I stuttered there, and PC. So yeah. So considering how well it runs right now, I can tell you that it's going to be just so much better by the time the final release comes, and that is just awesome. I mean, what 343 has done here is truly amazing, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the actual player versus player matches on the final release, and I can't wait to see all the other multiplayer modes that 343 includes, and I, above all, cannot wait to experience the campaign. I know that there have unfortunately been some leaks with this flight, campaign leaks. I will not be looking at any of those because I want the campaign to be completely fresh for me. I do not want to know anything about it when I get to start on it, finally. But yeah, I am anticipating, just from this preview, that it is it's going to be phenomenal, and the full release of multiplayer is going to be even better than this, and all the modes being included, and even the E3 2021 campaign demo looked phenomenal, and that just gives me so much hope for how great the actual campaign is going to be. So yeah, I would definitely say that once Infinite fully releases, this will be my #1 Halo game by far outpacing any of the others behind it. And all I can say is bravo, 343. Well done. And, this is essentially what you've shown so far has been gold, and please don't let me down. So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling. I'm gonna call this good for now. But yeah, if there are future Infinite flights, you will be getting some more content from me on those, and definitely after Halo Infinite fully comes out, you'll definitely be getting more content from me then as well. So if you like my stuff, please go ahead, subscribe, give this video a like. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts about Halo Infinite, about the coverage that I'm giving it. Just let me know what you think, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. If your comment is some kind of a question for me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and until next time, this has been the Mad Chief. Thanks for watching.